here on the grid before the All-Skill Uniforms 300 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. We got to talk with Ryan Preece this morning about how he's running triple duty, how he almost won last night and how it went, and how being a Stewart-Hass racing development driver has helped him succeed on the track and outside. Today we're here with Ryan Preece in the middle of a triple header weekend for you. Last night started off in the truck with David Golan racing, led 9 laps, had a legit shot to win. How do you get back in the right mindset, I guess, going into the day, considering how last night ended?
Clock resets at midnight. I've been racing a long time, 31 years old, which isn't that old, but this isn't the first time I've had a race taken away or even taken someone else's race away. Just you move on and try to have a good day here today. We have a fast Hunt Brothers Ford Mustang, and we're looking to show that and put together 301 solid laps.
Yeah, so
301 solid miles.
So almost 1,100 miles of race, or 1,100 miles of racing this weekend. What do you do, I guess, the week leading up to get your body right, and especially through the weekend to stay in like top performance going into it?
I mean, drink water. Drink water. I like this electrolytes, or it's an additive that you add to water called Scratch. That seems to help quite a bit. Other than that, just trying to eat healthy-ish, right? I mean, I'm not a twig here, so I retain water, so we're all right. But honestly, the truck race and the Xfinity race, that's not one. Those are so normal as far as race distances. I feel pretty good about it. But the Cup race, it's going to be trying to stay on top of like eating a Cliff Bar or something, whatever these guys have, and just try to keep up with it, because you got to make sure your head's working the whole time, and that's the first thing that's going to shut down on you.
Yeah, for sure. And it's a hot day today, but it's going to be even hotter tomorrow. So hydration's definitely key. These 3 cars, especially this year, the trucks are loaded with downforce. Xfinity has very little downforce. And then the Cup car, I haven't really kind of understood. They've bumped up the horsepower, taken away some downforce. Is running triple duty really, I guess, that helpful, considering the cars are so much different than they used to be kind of similar?
Track time is important, for at least for somebody like myself. I tell people all the time, guys in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, they got to test. We don't get to do that. Our generation has been, we get to go in a simulator, and then we come to the racetrack, and it's really not the same. So for us drivers, it takes a hit on us, but it helps me a lot, just because even, the experience that I have here at Charlotte Motor Speedway wasn't a Cup car and was longer races, but it's just so different. So racing in the truck last night, kind of feeling how the resin was wearing and how quick or how long it's going to, fade away, or how long it stays. I mean, those are things that I have in the back of my mind, and I was playing with some options of what I felt like could speed up the process to find speed. So, I feel good about it. I feel like that's something that it's a help for sure.
Yeah, you talk about the simulator. Obviously, a Stewart-Hass racing development driver. What kind of help have you gotten from them? Obviously, you're getting truck seats, Xfinity seats, and a Cup ride today, or tomorrow. Yep. What other stuff have you gotten through Stewart-Hass?
Well, I get to sit in all the meetings, right? You get to listen to all that stuff, and I probably have about 200 plus laps in the simulator, just from, whether it's the Xfinity, the truck, or the Cup car, and doing those things to work on the process. So I feel like that's benefited me more than I ever had in my career. The other situations that I've had, we didn't get to go to the simulator or any of that stuff. So some of the tools for me as a driver were just, it's a lot tougher. So it's nice to have the access to what a lot of these other drivers have, and I think we're proving our point with running up front and hopefully winning today.
Yeah, last night after the truck race, obviously had some strong words, and you said you race for a living. If you don't get a good finish, that money's not coming to you. Do you think that's a lot of the problem with how kind of chaotic these ARCA races and truck races are getting. You got a bunch of younger guys bringing in money and not a lot of people coming up the way that a lot of other guys did, especially in the old school way.
I don't know. What I will say is I meant what I said, every bit of it. And I have respect for the crew members, what they do week in and week out to put these race cars together, because I've been on that side. And at the same time, you got to go for it, but just be in control of your race car. So yesterday was yesterday. I'm going to move on and focus on today.
For sure. And one of the last questions, you came up to grassroots level, do a whole lot of wheel and modified tour races. What can NASCAR kind of do to bring grassroots back? You look at like ARCA entry lists, and they're just not what it used to be, and some of the champions just aren't the big names there used to be. What can NASCAR do as a whole to kind of bring late model level and especially ARCA back up?
Grassroots racing is thriving. If you look past ARCA, I'm talking super late models, midgets, sprint cars, modifieds, dirt super late models. There's a lot of racers out there that you guys don't see on camera. I'm a racer, so I pay attention to everything, and I see who's doing what, and there's a lot of talented drivers that aren't here, but they're out there, and some of these communities, they just gotta go out and check it out and support those guys, because they're trying to make a living at a different level, and some of them do a really good job at it. So I've just been fortunate enough in the past. My path to Cup or Xfinity or truck or whatever it is has been so different from many others. I've had to fight and claw for a lot of opportunities, and not saying that if I didn't have some of the situations that some of these other guys have had that I wouldn't want it, because it's nice, right? But I appreciate everything that I've had to go through to get to here, and it makes me appreciate everything I do that much more. And I think ultimately people just need to go to your local short track, support those racers, latch on to one that you like a lot, and support them.
Well, appreciate you taking the time. Best of luck today and tomorrow as you do the triple duty.